What up traders, it's your boy Martin, and today we're going to discuss how to identify market momentum. So you can identify market momentums in many different ways. However, it depends all upon your trading strategy, depends on how the way you look at price action, and there's many more. You can identify market momentum on different time frames, etc., and on like the market structure and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna show you guys few steps on how I understand the momentum in the market, and what I do look for and what I use to help and guide me when looking for market momentum. So first thing you can see, I have GBP, JPY, right? And you can see I'm starting off on my weekly. However, every candlestick that you see on this time frame represent 1 week, right? So whether or not if it's a bullish bar, which means it's going up, right, it represents 1 week. So if you look at GJ and you look at your weekly time frame, right, what you can actually see is that you have some massive candlesticks. So you can look at the momentum already on GJ, and what I can see straight away from this is that the momentum is strong towards the upside. You can see price is giving us some massive higher highs, right, and some higher low formation. So if you look at GJ, that's what I can identify by looking at GBP, JPY. So how do I identify this momentum? What I'll be looking at is just this simple structure, which first we can see price is giving us impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction, and you can see it's continuing on and it's going up, right? So with that way, with all those impulse, what we can see in the market is that it's giving us higher highs and higher lows, which means we are seeing price pushing towards the upside. So that's one way how you can identify the momentum in the market, because you can see some strong push on the weekly time frame. However, this is a weekly. Once you drop back to your daily time frame, right, you're gonna see much more of strong buying candlestick, which means you're gonna see more full body candlestick. So let's go back to our daily time frame. So go back to your daily, right? You zoom in on your chart, you can clearly see, right, we have some really strong momentum pushing on towards the upside on GBP, JPY, which that's really good, and once you understand the market momentum, and the structure of the market, you can see how strong price is actually pushing on towards the upside. So what would I do or use to help me identify these momentum? So first thing I will look at is the structure, which means I will look at price action. Then my second thing, I will be looking at my candlestick. So I want to see some nice massive full body candlestick. For example, like these candlesticks there, you can see how they are nice and full and they are pushing on towards the upside. So candlesticks like those will actually show me, right, you can see you have a strong movement in the market, which means the momentum is very strong towards the upside. And if you go back to your weekly now, right, where I was breaking down, you can see price is actually giving us a series of higher highs and higher lows. So move back to my weekly, right? If I'll be looking for price to actually turn around to head towards the downside, what I'll be possibly be looking for is maybe a head and shoulder pattern, giving us that move towards the downside, that creating that head and shoulder pattern from the top of my resistance is what I'll be looking for a reversal. Right? So that's what I'll be looking for a reversal in the market. However, there's many different types of patterns that you can be looking for, but my main thing that I like is my head and shoulder, my double bottom, and also some of my major candlesticks is like spinning top candlesticks. So if you research what's a spinning top candle, you can look for a bearish hammer, bearish engulf. Sometimes you can see a 50-60% chance. But one thing that I do like, when I'm looking for price to actually respect and reject, or change direction in price movement, is my morning and evening star candlestick, and I've break this down in depth on my Master Key program. So if you guys want to join the Master Key program, you know, just hit up one of the boys, you know, from the link in the description, and we'll give you the link where you can join the Master Key program. It's all for free. You know, once you meet the requirement, you can get the course 2 months for free to study as a beginner. Right, so back to the charts. If you look at GG, right, what I'm going to show you again is we're going to mark out all of our structure. So we're going to mark out our support and resistance areas, you know, and we're going to see how strong the momentum is on GBP JPY. So now if you look at GG, right, and you look at the momentum, so you can see where price respected, we have like a double bottom, and then boom, we have a big push towards the upside where we broke this strong resistance. So once you see we broke these major levels, especially on our weekly, what we can actually see in this scenario is that price came down, gave us this double bottom, then it went up, right, and then it pulled back, and then it tests this resistance, and it pulled back again, push up, and then it tests. So just like how we had price testing around this area, you can see we have similar, right, similar pattern where price have been testing, right. And also if you look at the candlesticks that I'm actually seeing in this, is that you can see we have some nice pin bar candle, you know, coming off this support. You know, they have this T candle right there. We have bullish engulf, you know, we have continuation candlesticks. We have all types of different candlestick, and I said before, you know, I use candlestick to understand the market momentum, because for example, look at this massive wick. This alone tells me, right, strong buyers can now potentially drive price higher towards the upside. Why? Because you can see sellers drive price all the way down, right? Sellers step in the market driving price all the way down, but what happened? They are not strong enough. So buyers come in the market, step in, and then you can see buyers drive price all the way back up and looking to push on towards the upside. So if you look at GG, right, we can already see clearly we're in an uptrend. However, something I'm going to mark out and show you guys that you can actually identify and look for in the market is this candlestick right there. You can see we have like a nice pin bar coming off this resistance, and you can see we are being rejected 1, 2, 3. That doesn't mean, right, that price is going to take an overturn and head towards the downside. Right, and I'm going to show you my last tool that I'll use to identify market momentum, which is my 200 moving average. It's an exponential moving average, and what I want you guys to look at on this, you can see I'm going to go back to my daily, and you can see clearly, right, how price have been pushing above, and it's been respecting this. Even though it's break below, then it will just find a way back up and then push on towards the upside. So I hope this actually benefit you guys, you know, and you can see how easy I'm looking at the market momentum based off these structures, you know what I mean? So understanding price movements, you know, the different types of candlesticks, you know, my moving average, you know, I put all of them together as a confluence, and that's how I get to understand the momentum. Because remember, our weekly is in an uptrend, very strong bullish bars, you know, pushing on towards the upside. So all we will be looking for, all you should be looking for, is this break, retest, push long, you know what I mean? You should just be looking at following the top traders, as I always said, because they are the ones who actually moves the market. We are just retail traders who are trying to gain something in the market. So you want to be like the big guys there, so you want to follow them. So if the trend is bullish, then you want to go bullish, right? Looking at GJ from my perspective, what I don't really like is the fact that price respected this area, and you can see this now become an area of interest for me, you know. So now that this become an area of interest for me, we can see the momentum shift on GG, and then what we can see is price start giving us this massive sell-off towards the downside. So look at this massive drop, you know, and we can see clearly we have just broke this 200 EMA exponential moving average. So that's some simple steps on how you can actually go about identifying the market momentum. You know, let me know what you guys think in the comment section, you know, and we'll keep all these videos coming. As I promised, the company is rebrand, everything is going to change. We're going to be more consistent with YouTube and every other thing else. So stay tuned, and I hope you guys use these educational contents to actually build up, your knowledge, and always take notes. Take notes no matter what.